Returning to the friend zone after rejection. A guy in my friend group that I've always had a crush on, he has a fantastic job and is insanely good looking, randomly messaged me to go out for drinks with him and his friend. Basically, the night ended with him saying that he wanted to kiss me, and he did. Admittedly, this is one of the best kisses I have ever had. He stayed over that night, and we hooked up a bit. He didn't message me again for a while, but he eventually messaged me to go skating. What is this guy, out of a Hallmark movie? What's going on? We went, and it was so fun. He told me that he was in the process of getting casted on a romance reality TV show. Okay.
he's like Bachelor hot. Okay.
Yeah, okay. We ended up sleeping together, and then I think I did the first thing to freak him out. She's being hard on herself already. I jokingly asked him if this was a date, and he got a bit serious and said that he wasn't sure and didn't really think of it as one prior to asking me. He said he was open. Like, let me start. If you are on a date, you're on a date. It's not. It's not up to. It's not up to the other person. This idea that we both have to agree this is a date. No. I'm on a date. I'm here. I just went ice skating with you at Rockefeller Center. Okay, that's a fucking date.
Yes.
He said he was open to the idea of me and him, though. He was open to the idea of me and him, though. I was a bit hurt by this reply, but I played it cool. A few days after that, I had him and all of our friends over. We both didn't tell anyone about what happened between us, and all night we were making eyes at each other. He looked good. I looked good. He shared with everyone that the casting process for that romance reality TV show was moving forward, and that they wanted to have another interview with him. At the end of the night, when everyone was leaving, he hugged me goodbye. One of those ones where you get lifted in the air. When he left, I was a bit tipsy, and I texted him I had a good time and invited him to come by Sunday or Monday the following weekend. He seemed enthusiastic by it, but then he never messaged me to follow up. I ended up messaging him. We agreed to do something, and then last minute he told me he was feeling sick and canceled without suggesting another day he was free. Here's the thing. I'm okay if something between us doesn't work out, and I totally understand that his world is opening up for him right now, and he might not want a girl to keep him back. I honestly just want to go back to hanging, being friends with him, and simply just support him in his life. But Jared, now that I may have freaked him out a bit, how do I get back in the friend zone? We were friends first. Do I say nothing, or is there one more thing I can try to let him know my crush can be put aside? Pictures with numbers labeled attached. Thanks, Jared, even if you only end up reading this. Wishing us safe and health. Okay, so let's read the text. I'll be him, you be her.
Okay, wait, let me pull it up again. I've read through your text, girl. Don't worry. All right.
Start with her.
Okay, so glad you were able to come tonight. Maybe we can do something on Sunday or Monday if you're up to it.
Of course, I wouldn't miss it. And sure, I believe I'm free, smiley face. Thanks for having us all tonight.
Of course, I had fun tonight. Okay, sounds good to me, smiley face. We can figure something out. And then she follows up. He does not follow up. She follows up. Hey, do you think you'll be around tomorrow?
Hey, blank. Yeah, I'll be around. Is there anything you'd want to do in blank?
And she says, okay, cool. Haven't been to Hyde Park in a while. If you wanted to head that way, that could be fun. But if you have any other ideas, we could do something else too. Okay, so
and then it takes him
like an hour and a half
later. Hey, sorry to do this last second, but is it okay if we reschedule? I have a bit of a pounding headache, and a couple of my family members are sick. I'd hate to give you anything. Frowny face.
She says, hey, thanks for letting me know. I hope you feel better. For sure we can. Just let me know when you're available to reschedule. Okay, so that's the end of the text.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't think you need to say anything. I think you're in the friend zone. I don't think that I don't think that you need to name the thing. I think that you asked if you were on a date. He said, I don't know. I think you've messed around a little bit. My question is what would she want to say? Cause I think that her saying to him, I'd like to go back to the friend zone is he hurt your pride a little bit, and you want to be like, hey, I think that you're misreading this. I'm fucking cool. I like hanging out with you. I like hooking up, but I'm also fine to not hook up. I think that you feel like this person is misreading your intentions. Because women have been made to feel by men so many times that even asking somebody out on a date is whoa, why are you so aggressive? And you want to be like, I'm cool, I'm hip, I'm not aggressive,
Sure.
I think that you are in the friend zone, and I think that you can just let it be. And I think just naturally making plans to hang out in a group will also just communicate that naturally.
Yeah, I think she's so worried about him when she should be more concerned with herself. Like, can you be friends with him? Like, the idea that you have to, like, and I agree with you, like, the idea that she has to be like, hey, just to roll this back a bit, we got to be friends, and I won't try to make out with you again. Sorry to be this hot chick who wants to get with you, but I won't do it again. And it's like, he should be so lucky. So the idea of, like, rolling it back, I don't think she has to do that. She has to be okay with being around someone who is considering her a secondary option, a backup. Can you deal with that? Because when he says, let's go on the date, and you guys mess around, you hook up, and then he's like, but I got this reality TV show that I got to go on before I can even entertain you in this way where I've already admitted I'm attracted to you and I think you're cool enough, but I don't think you're, like, emotionally this can be tough to deal with. Do you need to step away? Because you might need a minute to get over him, to put this interaction into a bucket and go, you know what? I'm not into him anymore either. I can be friends. Can you be a friend? Because I think he can be a friend. I think he can be whatever friend means to him. I think he can sit there and go, be cool with you and be flirty with you and give you a hug where he picks you up and go on a skating date and not fuck. And that can feel shitty because you're like, why am I hanging around this fart that's stinking up the room that makes me feel bad? So if he's going to be fine, are you going to be fine? I think that's the better question.
Yeah, I think just the impulse to define this has to do with your pride and nothing else. I think you want to say to him exactly what you said. Like, hey, I know that you're looking at me as just an option. And like, I'm looking at you as just an option, just so we're clear.
Sure.
And I think that like living your life is the clearest message that you can give. I think that you like try to hang out. You had to follow up. He bailed on you. I think that like just continue to live your life and casually including him in group plans is exactly how you communicate to him. We're cool.
And if you can't be cool, that's the thing. It's okay to not be cool.
Absolutely.
Let's also admit, sometimes our emotions are more than we can handle. And that's okay. Mm-hmm. But you have to assess that. Maybe you do a group hang and you in your mind you go, we are friends. I'm cool with us being friends. And then you see him flirt with someone else and that hurts you. Okay. Now you know maybe you can't do it. Maybe this isn't the right way to go for you. It's okay. I think this is a science project. This is like, mixing the potions of emotion. And you got to figure out which one, how it works for you and what that mix is. Because the mix might be that you keep it separated. The mix might be, yeah, we hooked up once and now we're cool and it never happened again. And good for him on the reality show. And I'm out here hooking up with a new person. That's what it could 100%. Be.
We all have friends in our lives of the opposite sex we've hooked up with or messed around with a little bit. One of my best guy friends is gorgeous. He is just like, who wouldn't want to sleep with him? He's so smart and funny and fun. I had like the inclination too when I first met him, but I just gave it a little space and like we just naturally fell into more of a friend zone.
Yes.
Just give it time.
It's the difference between ghosted and fizzled. Like, if this is someone you could say you fizzled with, then you guys can be friends. If this is someone that you're going to go, he ghosted me for that TV show, you ain't ever going to be friends. And that's okay.
Don't forget to like the video you just watched. I have many more. Subscribe to the channel right now. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, you fool. There's even a bell you can click to. Now you've got your week set Monday through Friday. I'm here for you.